Now, this is the key drill I was talking about. You can see here we're shaded instead of head up alignment, but I do this so we can get in groups of 3 and really get a lot of reps at it. Okay, and what you see here, what you're looking at, is you're looking at an offensive lineman and 2 guys shaded. And the key drill is working the footwork side of things and identifying, reading this hip and what's he doing. Okay, so this guy is either going to go block this guy or this guy. It's his choice. It doesn't matter. But what you should see here is these guys should take identical steps. Their first step should always be the same, regardless of what the offensive guy is doing. We're attacking. And so we need to make sure that we're attacking with that first step, and then based on what this guy does, their second steps will be different. Okay, so I want to try and break this down and show you guys this drill here. If you look, their first steps are moving in the same direction, right to the hip of the offensive lineman or their key. That's very good. Now, their second step here, see, he widens with his second step to try and maintain the leverage in his gap, whereas this guy squeezes with that second step to try and stay tight to his key. Very good job, and as you can see on this drill, we're working the squareness and leverage that we talked about too. These guys should be square to the line of scrimmage as much as possible going through this drill. To me, this is a great drill to just step through it. You can see we're not trying to kill each other. We're not trying to drive each other down to the opposite end of the field. We're just working those first 2 steps to get them used to it. Okay, let's go to the next one and see this. You can see there's going to be fundamental issues other than what we're working. That's not what I'm necessarily concerned with in this drill. I'm worried about those first 2 steps. So you can see here again, boom, first 2 steps. He's a little bit late, but his step is virtually the same as this guy's first step. Now, second step, he squeezes with the second step, he widens with the second step. Now he's over-exaggerating, getting hip to hip on his key, which is fine. Okay, we can over-exaggerate fundamentals in these simple drills, but as you can see here, the second step closes, his second step widens. Okay, and that's what we're looking for in this drill. And we can get 100 reps where they just get used to seeing it over and over and over. Here's another example. You're going to see this guy do it wrong this time. This time he's reacting with his first step, and you can see he steps incorrectly. See that? Steps with his outside foot first, because he's waiting on this guy to determine how he should step. That, in my mind, he is not attacking. Okay? If you're waiting and your footwork's different every time, then you're either guessing or you're waiting to see what the offensive lineman is doing, and neither one is good, in my opinion. And so he steps to the outside. You can see here this guy's takes a good first step to the hip, and now he's squeezing down to the hip, trying to stay square. Okay? Obviously, he's too high to finish that thing, but we'll address that. Okay?